That that right there, what we all just witnessed, is why LeBron is the GOAT of this generation. Before I keep going, I just want to make one thing explicitly clear. I am not a LeBron James stan. All right? Before anyone says, "Oh, here you are, we have another LeBron James stan," talking about what a great player he is. Oh, he's the GOAT. Oh, he's this, and that. Guys, you gotta remember, all about objectivity over here, alright? Which is why you should like this video and subscribe to my channel, because I'm all about objectivity, unlike your favorite TV analyst like Skip Bayless. By the way, did anyone see Skip Bayless's tweets tonight? Like, I don't know, he always tweets during the game, but one of his tweets was something like, "Congrats to LeBron on getting his 4th ring," or something like that. I'm not sure at what point it was during the game, because like I said, he tweets a lot during games anyway, but yeah, that was just, when I saw that, I was just like, oh my god, like, I can't believe I actually used to like Skip Bayless, but that's a whole nother can of worms that I'm not gonna get into. So, but anyway, yeah, like I said, that performance right there by LeBron is why he's the GOAT of this generation. Not like the GOAT, but this generation's GOAT. Like for me, for those who may not know, I think Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time, and that was before the Last Dance and all that shenanigans and all that stuff. I've been, Michael Jordan over LeBron. So, yeah, and this is coming from me, who's been watching the NBA since 2010. So I basically started watching the NBA like in LeBron's prime, pretty much, if that's what you want to argue. Like, I watched him since he was the villain with Miami and all that stuff. But yeah, you guys got me. Yeah, but basically, this is like this performance tonight by LeBron is why he's considered one of the greatest players of all time. Why he's considered the greatest player of this generation. Like, in that fourth quarter alone, he channeled his inner MJ. All right, I'm just gonna come out and say, in the fourth quarter alone, he had 16 points and 4 rebounds, and he was, he looked like LeBron from, again, when I first started watching him. He was just getting to the basket at will. He was saying jumpers, pull-up jumpers, fadeaway jumpers. Like, that three that he hit to pretty much ice the game that was cold right there. That was like, that is the thing. Like, I forget which TV analyst said it. I think it might have been Reggie Miller who said, but it wasn't for tonight's game. It was the game 4, I believe, where he said something along the lines of, "Oh, like, your favorite player, when he says that he doesn't watch TV, he doesn't hear like all the critics, or he doesn't see what people say about them on Twitter, it's a lie." I actually believe that. You know why? Because just the way LeBron was playing the fourth quarter, just the way he was performing, like, there's no way he didn't know that after they won game 4, there's no way he didn't see all the memes on Twitter, all the TV and sports analysts saying that, "Oh, well, the Lakers are up 3-1, so now it's time for the Nuggets to come back." I said it in my last video that the Lakers are going to win this series. They're not going to pull a Clippers. They're not going to pull a Jazz. You know why? Because the Lakers, not only are they the best team in the West, but they're different. They're different from the other teams. They have LeBron James. They have Anthony Davis. They're built different. Like I said, in my last video, I said that this series comes down to the fact that the Lakers just have more shot creators, but they also just have the better team overall. Props to the Nuggets. They had a hell of a run, obviously, but they just ran. Obviously their Cinderella story unfortunately comes to an end, but it just goes to show that hopefully in this offseason, I'm not sure what they're, I haven't, again, this is a reaction video, so I'm doing all this basically off the dome. I'm not sure like what their payroll's looking like for this offseason, but they need a third option. I'm not saying they need to get a superstar or anything like that, but they need a consistent third option they can rely on besides Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Like I said, sometimes it's Jeremy Grant, but Grant, he struggled tonight. Like, here's the thing with Grant. I like Grant as a player. I think he's an excellent underrated defender. I hope that he gets his bag and he gets a good contract whenever his contract expires. But you can't. It's obvious from this playoff run alone. Grant's not the third option on a team that has title aspirations, or finals aspirations. Although, to be fair, the Nuggets did overachieve, so they weren't expected to make it all this way, to, in terms of the playoffs and stuff. But Jeremy Grant should not be your third option, like in terms of scoring. And then Monte Morris, I like Monte Morris, but he is what he is. He's a solid backup point guard. Like he's gonna come off the bench and give you good minutes, but let's be honest, he's only playing because the Nuggets didn't have Will Barton. And that's another thing I just remembered. So now, like, Will Barton didn't play at all. Like, they could have really used him. The Nuggets could have really used him. So, but going back to LeBron, like, another thing I forgot to mention, I guess I kind of mentioned a little bit too, was that, he knew he had to take over, mostly because, last game it was Davis that took over. Davis had 34 points. Tonight, I think LeBron knew he had to take over, especially in the fourth quarter, because Davis, he re-injured his ankle, and you could tell that Davis was just, if it was a regular season game, he probably would have come out and not come back into the game. But obviously it's a playoff against the Western Conference Finals, so he has to play. But obviously LeBron knew that, so that's why I decided to take over tonight, and he had a triple-double. Just pull it up real quick, because I want to get the exact numbers. So he had 38 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists. 15-25 from the field, 7-8 from the free throw line. He also had a steal, and he played 40 minutes as well. So, again, this is why people need to stop disrespecting LeBron. LeBron didn't deserve MVP, alright? I'm just coming out and saying it. LeBron did not deserve MVP. Giannis deserved MVP. I said it in my awards video way back. It was my first, technically, I guess, official video on my channel. My awards video. I said that Giannis was gonna win MVP. Giannis deserved MVP. But LeBron, this is why LeBron James is LeBron James, because of moments like this. He gets paid the big bucks. Excuse me. He gets paid the big bucks to do what he did tonight, which is drop 38 point and have a 30-point triple-double in the Western Conference Finals. To be the closer and to score 16 points in the fourth quarter of a Western Conference Finals at age 35, no less. So it's just, people just need to stop disrespecting LeBron. Props to LeBron. Like I said, I've been watching him since 2010, since he was the villain of the NBA and all that stuff. And I never really liked LeBron, but obviously as a person, or what, all that stuff. But I respect him. That's the thing. I don't have to like him, but obviously, I like his game and I respect him. And this is coming from me. I'm a Knicks fan as well. I still remember, the early 2010s, him versus Melo and all those big battles they had, Miami versus New York and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's just it. I mean, I didn't expect the Lakers to wrap it up tonight, but they did. Although the Nuggets did make it, again, the Nuggets, they cut the lead to, they cut it to 4. They trailed by 3 going to the fourth quarter, and then they cut it really close to 4 points a couple of times early there. So, I thought the Nuggets were actually going to pull it off, and we'll see what happens in the game 6, which would have been on Monday, because it is Saturday. So game 6 would be on Monday. But yeah, the Lakers, they go to the conference finals. was confident. They go to the NBA Finals, and I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't want to be a prediction right away because I've seen Miami and Boston. They're still in their series, and honestly, anything can happen in that series. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, Lakers back to the finals for the first time since they actually won the finals a decade ago. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, that's it.